What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today I am going to show you what your very first deck in Gwent should be. This is right after you finish the tutorial. Obviously, that's the first thing that you do, which is in adventures and challenges. You want to finish all these challenges. They'll give you a nice amount of the heroes. They'll give you some card kegs and just some starting scraps and everything, so you can really start out. Really good to finish through this, just also to get a hold of what the hang of really what the strategies are. After you're done with all of the challenges in the tutorial, this is basically the tutorial of the game, you can go right into ranked mode. I suggest you actually start playing ranked mode. Don't play casual, because in ranked mode, by ranking up, you will be getting a lot of rewards, especially early, and it's actually quite easy right when you start. When you're a low rank to rank up in ranked mode, as long as you know what you're doing. Now, first thing you do is you go to your collection, this tab up here, go to deck builder, and you're starting off. I actually have a bunch of decks built already, but the one that you're looking for, you're just going to have these starting decks, and the one you want to click on is this one over here, the one with the picture of the Dwarf, this starter deck. Yeah, click on it right there. And this is the deck you should be using. Of all the starting decks that they give you, this is by far the best one. I'm going to show you a little bit on how to play this deck. I'm actually going to start off with this deck in its absolute raw form. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm going to explain a little bit right now how to play it, and I'm also going to explain what cards should be added to this deck to make it even better. So the idea of this deck is that it is a dwarf deck. If you play your dwarfs together, they will synergize and become more powerful. The main card that synergizes your dwarf is this first silver, and again, you do start with this. The game does give this to you to begin. It is Dennis Cranmer. This strengthens all your dwarves by 1 wherever they are. So all the dwarves in your deck are going to be strengthened by 1, or in your hand or on the field. This is the most important card, because then it makes all of your plays just a little bit stronger, that you're going to have more strength, more power than your opponent every single time you're trying to beat them, and you will win matches with this. The great thing about the leader in this deck, which is Brewer, of course, is play a silver unit or a bronze dwarf from your deck. So if you do not get Dennis Cranmer in your starting hand, you want to use Brewer somewhat early in the game to get Dennis Cranmer, because he'll be able to get, again, this is a silver dwarf, so he'll be able to get that out. That's a great synergy over here, and this will buff, again, all of your dwarves the whole game. The second and most important card, which they do give you, is this one, Yarpin. Whenever a dwarf ally appears, boost self by 1. So this is a card which is resilient and also grows whenever you play a dwarf, and I'm gonna show you some combos with this that are gonna be really good. I'm gonna right click on this really quickly and hover over resilience. This explains what it is. Remain on the board at the end of the round to reset the base power of boost and reset the base power of boosted. Basically, when you pass a round, basically when the round 1 is done, all the cards go into the graveyard except for resilient cards. This will actually stay on the field for 2 turns. So it really, even though this says 7 power, this is actually going to be double that, because it's going to give you that in round 1 and in round 2, as long as your opponent does not remove this card off the board. If it's buffed up, it'll actually be 8 in 2 rounds, which is a 16 play, and then every time you play a dwarf, it's actually going to get bigger and bigger. So this represents extreme value in this deck. I'm gonna just stick with the basic silvers. These cards are okay. This one buffs. You kind of want to play all of your cards, as I explained actually in the tutorial. You want to play all of your minions all in 1 row. Fill up that row and then move on to the second one. The 2 reasons for that: one is so you can get a good Commander's Horn. This has to be 5 adjacent units by 4. This is a 20-point play if you have 5 units on the field. Very good. I see even very high-ranked players using Commander's Horn often. The other reason why you want to stack all of your minions in 1 lane, as you see, that's what we're going to do, is just so you can't be hurt by several hazards, especially in this beginning stage. In the beginning of playing in ranked mode, there are going to be a lot of hazards and fog and stuff. And if all your guys are in 1 mode, they're actually going to protect each other, because only one, the hazard only works equally. It doesn't matter how many minions really are in the row usually. If you are on several rows, then they can play hazards in all the rows and get a lot more value from hazards. We're using just the regular, the golds that they start off with. These are just high value cards. Royal Decree will help you get one of your other golds and also boost it. Then the strongest gold card is this one, the Xavier Moran. Moran, I called him Moron. Come on, Fry. This one will boost. It's another dwarf synergy card. It will boost this unit by the power of the last different dwarf you play. The one you want to play this card after, the one that you kind of want to save one copy of to boost the Xavier Moran is this Bronze Dwarf over here. It is the Markham Guard. This has a base power of 9, which is the strongest other card in the deck. So if you play this and then you play Xavier Moran, this will be a 19-point play. And if this is again buffed by your Dennis Cranmer, it's actually going to be a 20-point play. Pretty good. So we are going to the rest of the cards in the deck. The silvers, again, this can just copy a big card in case they get ahead. The Manticore Venom actually is quite good. This is really the only removal card, so you really want to use this to pick off either do 13 damage, which is okay, or pick off a very key card that's going to be, you know, helping your opponent a lot during that round. Yeah, that's for the silvers. For the bronzes, so we are running this card. Again, this is a 12-point play, does 3 damage to an enemy, and if that was not destroyed, you don't want to destroy something, this will get boosted by 3, so this is again a 12-point play. This is also a 12-point play, very strong cards. One of the keys to this deck is the Malcolm Defender. This is resilient, so it's very low power 6, but again, if you can get this to survive from one turn to the next, this is not only 12 power, there's actually a lot of ways that this can really help you. Playing cards in one round that are going to be around till the next one is really useful. I'm going to kind of show you the different strategies. Obviously, you want to play this in rounds 1 or 2. You do not want to be playing this in round 3 because it's not going to have the resilient effect of going to the next round, since there, of course, is no round 4. There is this card, the Malcolm Volunteers. I'm gonna maybe show you a little bit later. This is a decent card. It really only has 9 power. If you have played your Dennis Cranmer though, so then this will be 12 power, which is still slightly below average. This is actually going to be more of a useful card when we start adding cards into the deck. I'm going to show you when we start adding in the agitators into the deck, but that'll show you in just a second. The other 2 cards in this deck are First Light. This is actually very useful to have again for beginner players because this will clear all the hazards off the field and boost all your guys that are in the hazards. There are a lot of hazards early on. There's a lot of people playing monsters and hazards, and Rekinesis just helps you get the key unit that you need for that special situation, especially if you need it only works on bronze units. So if you happen to need, let's say, a Malcolm Guard or something like that, really useful card to have that. Now, this is again a good deck. I'm going to play a couple of games with this, and I'm going to show you actually right now what I would do to improve this deck. I'm just going to add a couple of cards that are going to really improve the deck drastically, and they're going to be cards that you're going to have to craft. These are going to be ones you don't start with, but you do end up with a lot of sparks, and as you play a little bit, you'll be able to get the scraps, I mean, to be able to craft these cards. Sparks, what am I? This is Hearthstone. Okay, go. So we're going to go to owned. You want to go and click this, just a nice little shortcut. You just see the cards that you own. These will actually be unavailable on the ones that you don't own right when you start the game. You can add different cards to this, like Farseer can be useful. Sometimes the Pyrotechnician or the Malcolm Marauder can be useful. But the main cards you really want to add is, first of all, 3 bronze. These are going to be rare bronze, so they're a little more expensive. You can craft them, though they're really not super expensive. Here is the Dwarven Agitator. What this card does is spawn a base copy of a random bronze dwarf from your deck. So it's going to take, again, this is going to add a lot of value to every single play. Usually when you're playing your dwarves, usually getting 12 points of value, and if they're buffed if they're buffed up, so they're going to be 13. Of course, again, we have Dennis Cranmer in this deck. This card will actually make your cards go from 13-point plays to 15-point plays if they're all buffed up. This will be a 3 because it is a dwarf, so it does get buffed up itself, and then brings in another 12-point play. So if you're making 15-point plays, it's absolutely amazing. You're going to be so far ahead of your opponent. Absolutely fantastic card. The one combo I'm going to actually show you, so we're going to add the things I believe you should take out of the deck is 1 Malcolm Defender, because you really don't want 3 of these in the deck, even though they're good in this version. Once you start adding in the Dwarven Agitators, you're going to not want the Malcolm Defenders, because, again, the Malcolm Defender makes a random unit that's in your deck, and it could select the Malcolm Defenders. You want it to be less likely that will happen. Just because in round 3 especially, you really don't want to get these Malcolm Defenders out. So I'm taking out one of those, and the other ones I would take out are 2 copies of Dwarven Skirmisher. Because the Malcolm Guard, even though they're very similar abilities, Malcolm Guard, again, does give you that strong minion to buff your Xavier Moran, so that's why I'm keeping all three of these. So one play that we really want to get, you basically want in this version of the game, of the deck, to get your Malcolm Volunteers, keep them all in your deck. You don't want to You don't want to actually have any of them in your hand. You want to have all three. And then when you start playing your Dwarven Agitators, which is one of the more powerful minions in your deck, like I explained, if you can get one of these Malcolm Volunteers, again, this makes a base copy of it. So it's going to make one of these on the board. All these three are going to be still in your deck. So that's 12 points. Plus 2 right here. If these guys are buffed, which they will be by Dennis Cranmer, this is going to be 3 plus freaking 16. This is going to be a 19-point play, which is absolutely amazing. So you'll get one of those once the moment that you'll get one of these Malcolm Volunteers. These also, you know, kind of wipe your deck from all the bronze units. It's more likely to get the stronger golds and silvers, which is also really good. So that's a really good play. And even, again, just the Dwarven Agitators, even if you just get a Malcolm Guard, again, this is going to be 3 plus 13, 16-point plays with bronze units, is absolutely fantastic. The other card I would add in that you're going to have to craft, but is not only useful in this deck, but is extremely useful in a lot of decks, and even, again, in the highest level tournament plays, this is a card that is used in so many different types of decks. It is the Decoy. If you notice, the Decoy has a brown banner, which means it can be used with any faction. We're going to be using it with the Dwarves, so it's going to be good. But this is definitely one of the first cards, silver cards you should be craft. This says replay a bronze or silver ally and boost it by 3. This is so freaking useful with a couple different things in this deck. For the main thing you want to use this on is Dennis Cranmer, which, again, this is a card you're going to get every single round. If you don't get it in your hand, you're going to use Boover to get it. If you can then replay this card, it will strengthen all your Dwarves again. By 1. The power will, so now all your Dwarves are going to be strengthened by 2, and it is going to make this deck freaking OP. If you can get the Decoy in your hand. The other thing Decoy will work for is with one of your Resilient cards. Let's say you play a Resilient card on turn 1. So then on it will last until turn 2, but Resilient cards will not then last until turn 3. It only lasts one more round. If you were to replay, let's say, Yarpin, it's on the field, it kind of loses its Resilient ability. It will regain it and then stay on the field for all 3 rounds. So that's another thing to use the Decoy on. And at the end of the day, you could, you know, if you don't get an ability, you can use Decoy also on the Dwarven Agitator, which, again, this will buff this by 3 and then summon another Dwarf onto the field. So at the end of the day, using on the Dwarven Agitators would be good. The card I would take out is the Doo-Doo. The FD can only run, of course, 6 silver cards in each deck. So as you can see, the little indicator over here. So I would put in Decoy instead of that. The Doo-Doo's not that useful. I like the Manticore Venom just to remove that 1 key card that your opponent plays. Anyway, guys, that is the explanation of this deck. I'm going to remove the Decoy and the Dwarven Agitators for now. I'm going to play a couple of games with the absolute base starting deck as they showed us. So let's get the Doo-Doo back in the deck. And let's get the 1 copy of the Defender and then the 2 copies of these. And alright, let's get right into the first game. I'm going to actually just do a practice match for this version of the deck. Again, I can't really play this in ranked mode. You guys, if you're starting off the game and you just finished the tutorial, use this deck in ranked mode. It will kill ranked mode. I really can't do that. As you see, I'm rank 17. I've just been playing for a few weeks right now, and I've got to 17. It's really not that hard to gain ranks, this is the 5th to highest rank. 4th to highest? Anyway. So basically, we are going to go instead to adventures and go to practice. I'm going to be playing like against the computer. I'm pretty sure this will stack up against the computer here, so we're going to start the battle. And, anyway.
What is it I fancy today?
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
This still have? This is so bad. This is the worst thing. Okay, we're going to mulligan all 3 of these out. We at least have to mulligan 2. I probably should be mulliganing 1, 2. We did get Dennis Cranmer, really good. I actually have both of our silver cards, so this is good. This is still a weak play. This will be a 12-point play, actually. It's still kind of weak. Anyway, you really want all of your Dwarven, your little Dwarves, the little 3 guys in your deck. And this is our opponent playing Ronvid, so gotta watch out. He's gonna be playing some machines. Create up Rons. Okay. So first thing we are going to do, we're really gonna use this to just get anything out of the deck. It doesn't really matter at this point. We either want to start off with Yarpin or Dennis Cranmer. I think I'm gonna start off with Yarpin. I don't think it's gonna be very easy for him to do 7 damage. We're gonna just pick one lane and stick all of them. There are a couple machines that can kind of mess us up if we're all in one lane, but it's still worth it because we have the thing in it. What's this? Play a bronze or silver tactic from your deck. You just copied that? Come on, man! So annoying. So if we had Manticore Venom, I would definitely Manticore Venom this, but we don't. We just copied my guy. What was this, by the way? Create a bronze or silver unit from your opponent's starting deck and boost it by 2. Good choice. Great choice. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna play Dennis Cranmer. Great play.
Maybe thanks to the heat while I'm at it.
I'm gonna maybe start playing some resilient minions.
These dogs have no honor.
Did he just duel this? Are you kidding me? This guy's using such a strong, this against a computer opponent. It might be a little too strong for this deck, we'll see. I'm gonna play resilient units and probably pass this round, give this to our opponent, and we'll hopefully be able to take over with the, because of our advantage next time. He passes. Should I take this? What would I need to take this? Roach is gonna give me 15 plus 4. This is actually the play, and I'm actually going to take this round. This is going to give me exactly 34 points since I have Roach in my deck. There's 15 and 4, and we will take this. Absolutely fantastic. So nice to be able to, if you win a round by 1 point, that's obviously the best because it means you've used, after all his really strong plays, we're still left with this. We did get one of these guys. So again, this is a 12-point play. These are still 13s. I do maybe want to keep the doo-doo. I could really... Okay, I have one of these. I guess I'll get rid of this volunteer. Oh, yeah. This is a really strong 20-point play. Absolutely fantastic. That's a strong AI, but I really like our chances at this one right now. I wonder if I pass since he has an advantage here, though. Again, his resilient card, he's going to have to play something now. Is one long round going to benefit him, or is it going to benefit us? I think he has the advantage on the board right now. Plus, we have to go first. It's always better to go second, have the last. I still have, this is a strong, the Brewer becomes a really strong play. I'm going to pass and make him play a card. Again, his is stronger because his still grows. Neither of these cards are going to be resilient. Let's see if he has something clever to maybe replay. If he has a decoy, this would be amazing right now, because then this would be replayed. And again, the Ronvid is going to be on the field next turn. I gave that to him. So now again, he had to spend a whole card there, plus he goes first. So we have the advantage. I think we even have a card advantage now. 3, 6, 7, 8, and we have 9. We actually have a really, really great advantage right now. So we are going to get rid of the Volunteer, and we got Manticore Venom. Very superb. Absolutely. This is a 13 potential point play, and we can maybe take out something that's really good. So he played Botchling. That's nice. 15-point play. Takes up 2 silvers in your deck. That's why they give you 15 points for that. So what's the first thing we're going to do? Are there any dwarves in our deck that we really want to get from this? We're really just going to end up getting a Malcolm Guard or something like that. Let's develop this.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
It's kind of nice that his Ronvid, that's his crew minion, kind of got in the same lane as... Well, he played these together in this lane. Kind of weird.
Right.
I'm going to play this again. I'm going to maybe try to play the Xavier Moran later in case he has a card that can remove something big. This is going to easily be our biggest minion. So let's just keep doing this.
Elven Blarney.
Doesn't really matter which one. I guess it's good to damage this one in case he resets this. I think it'll actually reset to 1, so good one to damage.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
And again, we're just because all our dwarves are buffed up by 1, he's making 11-point plays. We're going to be making 12, 13-point plays, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're probably going to win. Again, we're going to play all these on one, kind of on one thing here. Doesn't really matter yet. I'm going to save these two to the again for the very end. This is a nice 13, so we're not going to damage that. That's actually a really good one, theoretically, to hit with the Manticore Venom. So I'm going to kind of save this on the field. This obviously we're not getting, so we're gonna get the guard. I guess it would actually have been better. We'll buff this up. It might have actually been better, now that I think about it, to play this first, because I don't think he's gonna have any hazards. And getting a random guy is better, because I don't want to be getting all the things out of my deck. I really don't want to get, again, one of our resilient minions. So I'm going to play this right now. Going to get a random bronze unit. I would like it not to be our weak one. And we got the weak one. Unfortunately, we got it. Harsh. I'm going to be able to interact with the chat more. Ignore us? What? I'll look at the chat a little bit more. Sorry, guys. The chat bot is here. What's going on, Metal Neurosis? Alright. So, now... This is actually a nice one to copy with the doo-doo also. So we're going to, hopefully, he's going to actually buff something even bigger than this. Let's pick on his smaller minions for now. I guess I might as well play Prover.
Nothing like a dwarf to get you out of a tight
This is 12. This is 13. This is also 13. There's really no...
Never had your kneecaps broken.
13-point play. Just a little bit stronger. What did this do? Transform a cursed ally into a base copy of this unit. So what did he transform? What was this before? I don't remember. Something weak, apparently. We are going to use our Commander's Horn. This is going to really buff this minion that it's going to get... You know what? If he destroys this minion, though, it's fine. Reason is because we got full 20 value out of that. Amazing. We're going to do these. This is going to be our last 2 plays, probably.
You are here as a diversion. For my pleasure alone.
Did 7 to us. We're in really good shape. I think I'm going to copy this with our doo-doo right now. I'm going to play this all on 1, I guess. Does he have any machines? He probably doesn't have it. It doesn't even matter at this point. So we're going to copy that. 13-point play. Really nice. I have not been contacted by the devs. I do, you know, there is an odd... He transformed this one? He's... Oh, that was the other one. Okay. Now we're going to Manticore Venom this. 13-point play again. Amazing. These are actually also 13, so... We should have this guy. Wow. That is a 3 and 15. That's an 18-point play. Pretty harsh.
Everything alright?
We're up by 2, and this is going to be, again, this is going to be 20, I think it's going to be 21. I'm not sure if this is, what is this? Deal 1 damage to all enemies if one's destroyed, not even close. And this is going to be up to 20. This has a base of 9, so absolutely amazing. And we win. That's how it's done, you guys. I'll play one more game with this version, then I'll go into the more expensive version of the deck. Again, our plays ended up just being a little bit stronger than our opponents. That's how this really works. Harold the Cripple, got to watch out for his special units he has. We have to watch out for those lanes. Did get Dennis Cranmer in our starting hand, really nice. These are all fine. I do like having at least one Markham defender. Let's go and look for some of our gold cards. Probably be the best case scenario. There you go. There's a nice silver. And alright, so we started off with a lot of resilient. We're going to try to... let's see here. There's 2 different strategies with resilient. Sometimes you can let him overextend with Markham Defender a lot, and then you just kill him in the next 2 rounds. A lot of times you really want to do these in round 2. I'm going to play this first, though. I think we're going to play this on round 1, and then the other 2 on round 2, something like that. So, what does this do again? After your opponent plays a unit from their hand, deal 1 damage to it. So this is going to get a lot of value. This is probably not such a bad one to Manticore Venom, because we're probably going to end up playing 4 minions here, so this will be 13 points of value. I'm gonna actually, since it has an ability, a pretty strong ability, I'm gonna take that. No, these AI decks are, yeah, they're competent. It's not great. We're gonna be able to for sure beat them with these decks, but all right. So this is not a minion we want to damage ourselves. So really don't want to play this yet. I'm gonna go with my card, the Arpin. Now the question is, do I want to have my minions in the same lane as his or not? I'm just thinking a little strategy because of Herald. Opposite row. Does he want his minions stacked together? I think we actually want to stick them in the same row. We might run out of room in this row, which would be good. Yeah, if you guys link your account to Twitch. He actually shot his own guy also. Very nice. Next card we're definitely going to play is Dennis Cranmer's. We'll buff this by 1 and then 1 again. I'd like this to be at full health when we go into the next rounds. It'll give us plenty of value. Dang, and he kills it by dueling. Harsh. Duel a higher enemy. This is a good card. Duel, if you guys don't know, means that this is gonna deal its power to that minion, then we deal ours, then he deal his, and on his second shot he killed us. He goes first, of course. Now what do we do? No do. Killed both of our, well, he killed our one card there. This is really nice. This will get our big dwarf out. We'll save that for a big dwarf. I'm gonna maybe just play one of these.
Elven Blarney.
It's a 13-point play. Solid.
To arms, all of yous.
Oh, and he played this really... Okay, he didn't get any synergy. There's a lot of cards that this guy has synergy with. There's a lot of cards that, let's say, when one of your opponent's minions get damaged, this card just grows every time. So, really happy to see that he did not get any synergy out of that. Really also happy that we didn't play our Markham Defenders before. We're going to maybe play this kind of as the last unit. Let's see here.
Elven Blarney.
Now, we don't want to destroy a guy, so we'll just do this. If he passes here, we're within. We want to stay within 7 of him. I guess I'm gonna play one of these right now. One of these right now. This again will last until next round. You kind of want to play these later in the round so they don't get destroyed. Play Geralt. I'm going to play the second one. So now he's going to be way ahead. If he plays a card here, I'm going to pass. And then we're going to be so far ahead. Okay. I do want to take this, actually. So the way I'm going to take this, he is up by 17. This will be 4 and 13 is exactly 17. And then we can draw. Maybe drawing this is actually really good. This is, again, going to be 4 and 13. Is going to be exactly 17. And if we draw, I'm going to have a huge advantage next turn. I think drawing here is the correct play. So we're going to take this out. We do have, say, this one. Doesn't really matter which one you buff, because it get reset anyway. And draw. So we both get a point. That counts as us both winning a round. I'm sorry, my face should be right over here. You can see that we both won a round here. My face was covering my cards. I have to remember the beginning. I think we're going to have a huge advantage since we had our 2 resilient minions. You're really going to see how powerful those are. Really nice. So we're actually going to get all of our golds, and we're going to kill this guy here. We just have to win 1 round right now. That's all I need. All I need. Let's go. We got this. We absolutely got this. Again, we came into this round with a 14-point advantage. Besides for having all of our golds, at our dispense, we'll obviously get our last one, which is Siri. I guess we'll play this. We really want to play our big card as late as possible. I could have played this in the same round, so it doesn't really matter. It's not really going to matter against this guy. He's not going to catch up to us. It's 43 to 8 right now. What does he do? What does this do? Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards? That's a weak gold. Weakling! I guess I'll get Siri up. Or Triss, I mean. I don't like to call her Siri. Her name's Triss!
Just
See you later. So again, this is a 12 plus 5, 17-point play. There is no chance this guy's going to catch up here.
exactly what I
We have
hoped
a
for.
equal cards. We are going to use this to buff up this guy. And then we're going to play. This is going to be a huge minion. This is going to be a 20.
I can do a great deal.
Fantastic. See, the reason why I waited till the very end to play this, again, this transfers a bronze or silver unit. Okay, we didn't want anything that big. Sometimes he'll have a big removal card, which actually would help him here significantly, but still not going to be enough. That was a 20. We got this. Destroy random enemy, then boost by 10. And so he needs 38 points to catch up here.
Come on, let's go. Time to face our fears.
Again, we did draw, so we both got a point, and then we are for sure winning this one. And play this fly card onto us, and I just game. That's how it's done. The real advantage that we got there, the extreme advantage you saw, and that's really kind of what I wanted to show you with this basic version of the deck, was the resilient minions. Not only did they help us tie, we actually tied them in the first round, but then we started with a 14-point advantage. We had the 2 Malcolm defenders on the field, and it was impossible for him to catch up because we started off with such a point advantage. Now I'm going to switch over to the less budget version of this deck. I'll show you, and this deck actually becomes even more powerful, especially with the Dwarf and Agitator. So let's go to our collections. I'm going to go to Deck Builder, and I'll make those adjustments that I told you guys about before. I'll move my face over a little bit just while I do this so you guys can see what's going on in the deck. I want to go to the Soatail. I think it's pronounced Soatail starting deck. We'll go to the cards that I have. Again, you're going to have to craft these, so I'm going to take out Doodoo. We're going to put in the Decoy, which is going to be able to be used on Dennis Cranmer. Absolutely amazing. And we are going to be taking out Malcolm Defender. We're going to be taking out Dwarven Skirmisher. I might actually take out 2 copies of Malcolm Defender because you really never want ever to get 2 of these, and they really clog your deck if they're in it with the thing. So I'm actually going to, I was going to take out 2 Dwarven Skirmishers and take out 1 Malcolm Defender. I actually am deciding to do it the other way around. I'm going to keep in 2 Dwarven Skirmishers and only keep in 1 Malcolm Defender. It still is good in this version, but not nearly as good because, again, we are going to be spawning random minions with our Dwarven Agitators with this card. This is the main card we're adding to the deck. This was just, it's very random what it spawns, so if you really don't want your deck to be full of Malcolm Defenders, because it's usually not so good to get this, like, particularly on round 3. Alright, what's going on, Jaybird? And, alright, let's get into it. So for this one, I probably could actually, with this version now, go into a casual. Again, ranked, I'm still not going to be able to stack up with this in ranked. I probably could win some in ranked when I'm ranked 17, but this deck isn't quite good enough. I'm good. There is a version of Dwarves that you can be in the highest, level of play. I'll get into that, late in a different video. Right now, I'm just going to show you the actual matches. So this is going to be a casual match. Let's see. Well, I don't know what the level of play is going to be. It could be these guys are going to be amazing. Could be horrible. I'm pretty sure this is going to stack up in casual play. But again, if you guys just started the game, use this deck in ranked mode. When you're a low rank, this deck will kick everyone's butts. Seriously. Let's get into it.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
Francis. Just to show you what our opponent does. Swap a card with one of your choice and boost it by 3. So, gonna basically be able to get any card out of the deck. Pretty good. Kind of like ours, but but better. Not really. Okay. The main cards, we want our silver cards. We got Decoy. Amazing. So we actually just want as many Dwarven Agitators as possible. Let's see here. We have these. These can get Dwarven Agitators. We want all 3 of those. We want to maybe get our Resilient card out of our deck. That would be very nice. This is good. Manticore's Venom is probably worth having. No! That's harsh. Okay, we need to mulligan this in, the volunteers. This is actually a very good card to Manticore Venom. Because again, this is going to be boosting our opponent by 1 every single time. So I'm going to be taking this out before he gets too much value out of that. Pretty good target. Next thing I'm going to play is Yarpin and then go right into our extra special card. And maybe we'll get to decoy him also. Probably will, actually. Let's try to make this round go not too short, not too long. Playing this also guarantees that the round will go a few more. Good card. Deal damage. Oh wow, this was really good. Create a Bronze Societal unit that's not in your starting deck and got a 5. That is so unlucky. I'm gonna give him the.
Damn it! Don't like the look of this.
I'll give him the damn it for his sake. We're gonna be playing all in row 1. This again will start growing this turn. It also is resilient. The main thing you want to actually get out of our, and he's gonna be able to destroy. He is able to do 7 damage. Great thing. You know, maybe if I would have thought to play around this card that deals 7 damage, maybe I would have played my guy first. But anyway.
Wasn't built in a day.
I would have played maybe Dennis Kramer first, because then it would have started off with 8. A slight consideration.
I've never run from no one, and I'm not about to
Gamers
start.
out. Well, the game devs seem really, really good. I'm just so impressed by... Oh, I should move myself away from my cards. Sorry, in case you can't see anything. I have to remember to do that, because the happens to be the screen layout is not great for streaming. He just got a guy... Oh, he's running Dwarves too. So he ran Dwarf and Agitator. Great. His obviously not going to be buffed the same way ours are, or ours are going to be much stronger, our Dwarf and Agitators. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to decoy this, so this will buff up all of our minions once again. We will replay this. It gets buffed by 3 and then buffs up everything. So now everything is doubly buffed. This play, we're going to get these Malcolm Volunteers into our deck. This play is going to be abso-freaking-lutely amazing. This is really the only thing besides for Roach that we really don't want in our starting hand. Hopefully we'll go mulligan this next time. Hopefully we don't draw Roach. That would suck. Play Dennis after the Agitators and missing the buffs of the spawn units. You're right. You are right. I understand, Fireshock. I get it. But the problem I have with that is I can't really play this yet. I don't want to play the Agitators since I have the Volunteers. I really can't make the Volunteers out of our deck. There's a couple other reasons too. I kind of like doing this early. Because right now, for example, we could pass this round. This was sort of a utility round. We're probably not gonna outvalue our opponent. He's up by about 25 right now. I think this is actually a really good one to pass. He got the value. He had a couple of rough plays. We really would like to get our... Actually, we could play a resilient minion and then pass. I think that's actually probably the way to go. Yep. Let's see if we can get one of our resilient guys. No. Alright.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
So this was a 14-point play. This is so strange. It's a 14-point play. It's crazy. Every bronze in our deck is 14 or more. Spire.
Wrong. Grave error.
I probably should have. I don't know. I really want to get the resilient minion out. Blah. I might even go for it. I'm going to save this actually for a Dwarf and Agitator. I can't spend another one of these. The Dwarf and Agitator is just so strong. It's 4 plus craziness. 4 plus 14, 18-point plays in Dwarf and Agitators here. Even if this does get the Malcolm Defender, this is still going to be 4 plus 8, which is 12, which isn't bad at all, you know? Look at 2 bronze special cards from your deck and play one. Go for it. What do you got?
As a poison.
What did you just do? Oh, recon. Animated recon. Alright, now we're going to pass. Now we're going to pass. He's up by... What is he up by? He's up by 24. Let's pass. He overextended. We have a card advantage, I think. 1, 2... We have 6. He has 6 cards to 5. Even though he hasn't used his leader yet, and we have. But we're going to have a huge advantage coming up. We have to win these next 2, obviously. Got an Agitator, very good. And we got the Malcolm Defender. Amazing. So now we're going to get rid of this. We just don't want to get Roach. Yes, we're good. We're absolutely good. We are going to take over this round. Opponent's turn. He might pass here just to, you know, swing the card, the advantage in the other way. Give us this round. We'll see. I'm going to play this. I guess if he makes a strong play, I'm going to play this late in the round.
So what's our plan?
And so now he might. Okay, so he's going to actually try to take this round. Really interesting. This was a very, very strong play. 18-point play. He used up 3 of his silvers. Let's see if we can do just the one. Okay, the one Dwarven Agitator play. So again, this will be 4. And then it'll be 5, 20. This will be a 24-point play, theoretically. Should I do this first? He might actually quit once if we actually nail it. Let's see what we get. Yes! Got it.
Humans lust after our lady.
Actually, you're right. This one doesn't get buffed. Like someone in the chat was pointing out. If you play the Dennis Cranmer after, then this one will get buffed. This is still a 22-point play. He's not going to pass here because we're only up by 1 point. This is look how many points. This was a 22-point bronze play. Now we don't have any more of these bronzes in our deck. Thank the Lord. What other dwarves are in our deck, though? We haven't played all of our... We have agitators. We have 2 agitators in our deck. Yeah, that's all we need. All I need. Whenever an enemy appears, boost self by 1. Do we have any way of getting rid of that? Because it doesn't really matter, eh? Should I play around trap? Probably doesn't have any hazards. I'm actually going to split up just to play around trap. There is a card that damages everything on one thing. Maybe I'll play this right now, actually. Play this together. Again, this is resilient. He's going to try to remove this, perhaps. We're up by just 1, so this is a really bad situation for our opponent to pass.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
Do you really need the vendors? What vendors? I'm going to maybe save this for the agitator for next time. Oops, wrong channel. I think I'm going to buff. This will be 11. Ooh, I don't want to make this have 11 also because then he could get us. I don't want to buff that up. Okay, let's just. Now I'm actually gonna try to keep my minions out of 1 health range because there's a card that will spawn a minion if it damages it with 1 damage. Basically, it does basically 1 damage to everything, and then it makes extra value if it kills any of our guys. So. Slay the Spire? No. I've heard of it, though. Maybe doing some Gwent for now. Just switch the card. I obviously have to keep playing. I do want to save one of these for our big guy at the end. We want to play this sort of last. We really actually want to get a Dwarven Agitator out of it. Actually, this wasn't even from our... This was a base copy. This actually wasn't even in our deck. So we actually have 3 of these left. Which is amazing.
Alright.
Really want to spread our dudes somewhat evenly. He is getting value out of this, but it's not as much as we're getting. We're getting +2 on everything. Absolutely amazing. 14-point bronzes. There's no way he's going to catch up to us here.
What do you want?
What we got? Scorch. Oh, okay. We played into that a little bit. That was a pretty good Scorch. It kills the biggest minion on the field. So maybe I should have waited there. That's okay. That was a pretty strong play. 24-point play. Harsh. We will have 8 going into next round though, on top of just how strong everything is. I think he's gonna try to take us here, but again, he's only up by 5 points, and we can actually buff. We actually should have buffed this up. Oh, did I just play my last one? Oops. I shouldn't have played this. I should have played this one. Dang. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I just played my third Malcolm Guard. That was actually a mistake. I should have kept this in my hand because we're gonna want to get our big dwarf. He's running Shoop. He's running Shoop. He has one of each card in the deck. He's gonna get this amazing play here. It's gonna get him way ahead, which means we're actually gonna have to use this right now. Anyway, so yeah, let's use this right now. We'll get the value. We'll catch up to Shoop. Shoop is usually 20 in between. Depends on what he gets here. He's counting minions. Dang. So he did 8 damage. He actually killed our advantage for next turn. Great play by him. That was a 20-point play. We'll get even a stronger than 20 points. Right now, Xavier Moran for sure. He's gonna 23. Yeah, go. Go ahead, make a play. We have a severe card advantage. One of these cards will be able to catch up to him. We'll calculate if we need to use the Dwarven Agitator. If actually no, we can recon a Dwarven Agitator. We can absolutely recon a Dwarven Agitator. So let's do it like this. We'll take this round pretty easily.
We've lived in isolation for too bloody long.
Take this round, and again, it's 1 against 1. Let's just hope we don't get Roach in our starting hand. If we get anything good, we're gonna keep it. We just don't want to get Roach. It'd be really nice to get a top deck a gold card here. Would be amazing. It's gonna be 2v2. This is fine. We're gonna keep it. Oh wait, Dwarven Agitator. Oh no, we actually can't. We actually need something other than this because this doesn't get the full value. No! No! Oh wait! This is so bad. We got Commander's Horn. We're probably gonna end up losing now. This is not good. We do get an Agitator, but we don't get the full, not even close to the full value. No! No! That was so bad. I should have maybe just held on to that. This is horrible. Plus, we didn't get the 3 damage out of this. We didn't get anything. This is the worst thing that could have happened. This is so bad. I don't know what his last play is going to be, but it's probably going to be more than 8. Nah, we got really, really bad draw at the end. Dang, no! Come on, man. Horrible, horrible draw in Commander's Horn. If I would have kept that, I would have gotten 6. He would have removed it. Then I would have had 4 and 6, and it still would have been 10. Dang. No, it wouldn't have even mattered. Even if I would have kept the card. We didn't get any of our golds. That was really what that came down to. It was a really, really clutch of him to destroy our what's it called? Our resilient cards. That was really the key. Amazing, amazing. This is good. Decoy's amazing. Oh, this is a good hand. We could use... What are we up against? We're up against this guy, so we're definitely going to keep our clear field. Definitely going to keep this. We're going to need to play around hazards. Definitely want to get rid of these. Got an Agitator. And... just hope we don't get Roach. There you go. Got another gold. I'll take it. We're going to go first. Could go for the Agitator already. Agitator is really not bad here. Could spawn us a thing. We're going to go for this play with Decoy for sure this turn. I'm gonna play all on one thing, by the way. I guess I'll try this now that we don't have any of those guys in our hand.
Coexistence my ass!
Actually, he didn't have any minions. Oh, that was a mistake, but we lucked out. We lucked out because we could have gotten one of our skirmishers. Actually, that was actually the most likely thing. One of the most likely things. That was a mistake. I should have to wait till he has one minion. I haven't played this deck in a while, so I'll get into how to play it. Really, this was a mistake, because since we could have actually spawned a Dwarf Skirmisher and we wouldn't have had anything to do 3 damage to, we definitely should have waited there. So we're going to play Dennis Cranmer now. He goes 3, 3, and 3. We're going to play all in one. Again, we don't want to making fog and stuff hazards, multiple lanes. We're going to stick everything together. We are going to decoy this, as long as he makes a play here. You played PvZ, but not this Heroes. This is a card game, yeah. I made a tutorial. If you want to see on my YouTube channel, I just put out a tutorial how to play. It's simple. It's simple to begin, really easy to pick it up, and then harder later. We're so far ahead, and we've made a utility play. This is going to carry over again to other rounds. The dwarves we play in later rounds are going to be strong. He passes, which really takes this away from us. I don't... this is going to... We're going to use this on a Dwarven Agitator now. I believe if we use this on a Dwarven Agitator, it's going to add 3 plus 13, which is 16. I don't think we're not going to end up playing 16 more dwarves this game. So this is going to be better. If he would have, I kind of wish he would have he would have not passed there. We got to pass. We can't waste a card. Not gonna waste it. So he has a card advantage now. He wants to force a long round against us. So we're going to maybe try to make 2 smaller rounds. I definitely don't want this to be in our hand. And I got a second agitator. Amazing. This can also get an agitator a lot of times. I never said PvZ sucks, okay? We actually do want to play this one through. And put some pressure on him. And then sort of pass later once he starts putting things onto the field. So we don't want to play the agitator yet. We know that already. What do we want to play? No, this is good.
We've hammered enough. Let's get to work. Want a good look at the axe?
He'll probably play his fog card right now. It's going to make fog on the melee lane. I should have maybe not played in the melee lane so he doesn't have his cards stacked together, which is actually advantageous for him.
Now, how did that
Okay, well, that's one fog. Come right down. I'm maybe going to play into a different lane right now. Try to draw out a second fog and then play this. Or maybe I'll try to draw out the fog and then pass. Maybe that's what I'll do. So since I'm not going to win this round, I'm going to save my agitators. That's actually a really good plan. I'm going to maybe try to draw out the fog.
Water is a poison.
He needs to play into this round. This is a must-win, so I have a feeling a second fog is going to come out here. Fogling. I'm trying to make him play a second fog. I want to maybe save our golds for round 3, because that's really the one that we're going to try to win. This is a pretty good Manticore Venom. I could maybe do these in the next round. I guess I need to make him feel like he needs momentum. Again, I'm really looking for him to spawn his second fog here. Our opponent, it's kind of a fake, because then again, this will actually get double value. I don't want him having that much fog next turn. Kind of want these both. Again, I don't want long rounds. Are not advantageous for us here. I could always replay this card. It's probably still better to replay Dwarven Agitator. Can I buff something? We're going to use this to get a Dwarven Agitator. This is going to get Gerald, or whatever, Gerald, whatever his name is. Gerald? Ooh, 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 what's the play? What is the play? I guess I do this. This is interesting. This actually won't make Roach come out. Really interesting play here. Because it's not being played from our hands, so I might as well do that.
Not your lucky.
Kind of really don't want to get him next turn, so might as well make that 17 right now. I need to get ahead. He just... Play your second fog, dude! I always could maybe wait till next turn. I could pass here already. Really don't want this dying anymore, though. Why didn't I play my skirmish already?
Elven blarney.
Still dying. Could you freaking play your second fog, man? I guess I'm just gonna pass right now. Please don't kill him. Harsh! He killed my resilient guy. I'm gonna replay that. I think I'm gonna make him play a fog and then pass. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So should I play a skirmisher already? Oh, I guess I should play my skirmisher already just to try to get a resilient minion. It's not a bad idea.
We'll pay men
we got
back
this
for
one.
their persecution.
We're the best regiment in the whole plowing north.
So again, that's 3, 6, and 12. 18-point play. He's probably now going to play an environment, and then I'm going to pass. That's probably how this is going to go. No. Alright, I think we... Do we get a resilient minion then pass? Get a resilient minion and then pass. It's not a bad idea. Actually, I need this for this one now, though. Kind of use this a little early. This is actually not a bad time to use the decoy. Might give us the resilient minion too. Buffed up.
We'll pay men back for their persecution.
Everything all right?
Huge, huge play. This is a must-win for him. Why is he not playing his leader, though? Why is he not playing Dagon? I don't understand. We're going to be up by 12. It's really 10 because these two grow. I think we pass here. We have one of these left in our deck. This is the last one we played. I can actually open with Xavier now. We have an opener. And we're going to clear his... We don't want long rounds. He's very good at long rounds. I just know from experience of playing this hero, Dagon, or whatever his name is. Dagon, if you're French. He excels. Wow, 1 by 2 points. Great there. He needed 10 to tie, I guess 11 to win, so he got 14. 13, whatever it was. He got 12, actually. And got an agitator. Amazing. We just don't want to get our... We didn't get our defender. Our defender's still in the stack. I wonder if we should take out the defender completely. This will bring Roach out. So we do have Roach for this last round. That he has to play his guy right this second. Right this second. And we're actually going to just first light it because I bet he doesn't have a second... doesn't have a second hazard. It's not even going to be useful here. Why is this guy not playing it? What are you doing? Why is he not playing this card? He's insane. I'm actually going to use this for a minion now. The environment's going to only do 6 damage. I'm going to use this for a guy now. I don't get it. Absolutely amazing to me. What is this guy doing? The last one I played was the 9-1, so this gets to 20. Why is he not playing his leader? He does not know how to play Fog. Now he's gonna play. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna use this for a minion. That's what we're doing, you guys. In fact, I should play this already so we can get maybe the defender out of our deck. Which one's smarter? Getting... I guess it's the same chances. This guy has zero idea what the heck he's doing here. Go!
We'll pay men back
There you go.
persecution.
That's nice. He's gonna play the last card. He has no chance of winning. What is this guy doing? I don't get it. He forgot he had it? He must have forgot. Okay, very nice. Random bronze unit. I was saving it the whole game. Dang. That's always better to play before this. The resilient doesn't matter, but we automatically win. Any unit in our deck is more than 10. Way more than 10. Watch him play it in one of the other lanes, too. I'm actually not sponsored at all. Low key. Oh, yeah. Really, I am. I'm just lying to you guys. I lie about shit like that. Make it rain! Hey, look, Mommy. I found a strong play. What do you know? Look who won! Beat his tuchus. I was holding it the whole game. The clear field. Maybe he's sniping. Maybe he knew I had it. That's why I wasn't playing it. Anyway. GG, man. That's how it's done. Sometimes you get cards. This is a great card, actually. I might not even have 3 of those yet. I don't really play, only play the black class. I'll call them that for now. Let's keep going. Play some casual. This is good. Really nice having this. We're gonna look just for our gold cards here. I like having one of these in our hands. Yes. Who are we up against? We're up against this freaking guy again, so we'll keep our clear, definitely. This is pretty good to use. He does have some big guys you want to remove sometimes. Oh God, Triss, you kidding me now? This is fine. You definitely want one of these in your starting hand, and if you get Dennis Cranmer, all the better. You want one of your silver dwarves, basically. Amazing. We're starting. We are going to start with... I think we'll start with our... Oh, you can do 7 damage. Let's start with our...
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
Your pan.
And he is one a good look at the axe.
And we have decoy also. If he puts a thing right here, we're going to clear it immediately, because...
Snitches get
Dang! It gets removed every single freaking time. It's so annoying. So this is a good play right now. I'm going to take this round.
We've lived in isolation for too bloody long.
Bloody long. Base copy. There's that. Let's make these plays right now. Well, the 1 damage doesn't make a huge difference. Probably not going to go much more than 4 rounds. So he's setting up. This is a damage over time type of thing. Actually, if he's smart, he'll remove this one right now. If he has another removal card, I believe we clear this immediately. This is damaged. That's really good. I actually get huge value out of this. Let's do this right now. Or we can play this. We can redo this one. It'll get damaged again. Play this and pass. And then spread up. You want to really spread into 3. You don't want this round going too long. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Yep. This will get damaged by the fox since it's the highest one. Dang, I wish this would have hit something else. Anyway. We might actually just pass and use this later. He'll have more fog later on. See if he plays Fogling now. Ancient Fogling. Oh, what is this? So he's using Venom. Okay, he used Arachnus Venom. I guess that's what this was. 4 damage to 3 guys. Big freaking whip. I think we're gonna play this and pass. Again, this is a pretty good first light here, but passing this round is better. It takes a whole fog. Again, you want to play 3 even rounds. The environment decks, the fog decks, definitely excel when you have 2 longer rounds, because then he gets a lot of value out of the fog. Now, let's see if he can remove this card. I believe we're going to pass right here no matter what. I would love to, if he passes, we're going to just take this round easily. He has to. He has to play a card. He's going to be motivated to maybe play another hazard. He passed! Oh, yes! So now we're going to be able to take this next second round. We'll see. Okay, so let's try to... He's going to pass, so he's got 2 damage on us, 7. He really has 9, so we need a 10-point play right now. This is way more than 10. This will be enough.
Other effect, alright?
That's fine. Oh, 11. I forgot about that one. And we take round 1. So again, in round 2, if he does spawn his guys, we do have clear skies though. I really like our chances in round 2. And we have this too. To win this round is not so hard. We got 2 of these though. No! This is such a bad top deck, please. Second agitator. Just for that, I might pass here. Okay, listen. We want this round to actually also go mid. We want this to go mid, so we're not going to use any of these. What are we going to use? I don't even know. I guess we'll just get out... Our last guy we played was we'll get this guy out. The last one we played was the big one, so... Play this together. I think we might do this and pass or something. We have clear skies. We might actually play clear skies since we're so far ahead. Let's see what happens. We're super far ahead here. I can't believe he gave us that first round. I think now we have the control. We can make round 2 go as long as we need. All I need. Question is, do we clear skies already? Or do we try to draw out a second one? I think we're going to try to maybe draw out a second one if he has it. I think I'm going to play 1 card and then play clear skies. What are we going to play though? I really want to save Roach for the last round. Hopefully we don't get it in our hands. Maybe I can clear skies here. And he might actually play a second one. If we do clear skies right now. Alright, let's do it. Oh, this isn't considered to be damaged? Dang, because it's buffed. I didn't realize that. Actually, I missed a couple points of value there. If he plays a big minion, I really would love to use the Manticore Venom already. Kind of maybe want to save it for an Ancient Fogling. We'll see. How does he have so many animated? He animated all of his cards. I haven't animated any of my cards. He just plays this deck all the time, so he's animating it. Our opponent's taking forever. Probably in a conundrum. Not a huge extension, actually. I really don't want to... I think I pass here. Then it'll be a 6-card play, a 6-card turn. And we'll be... Well, how does he have such a big card advantage? He's going to play 5. How does he have a card advantage right now? We're still going to have... How does he have a card advantage? I don't know. I think we pass there. Again, he's going to have to expend another card. And we'll get him in the last round. We just have to get this back into our deck before we start playing the Agitators. The Agitators are going to be way too strong for him, I assume. You know, this is a buff card, so these Harpy Eggs are going to be totally wasted. He's maybe hybriding Consume. Really weird to see Harpy Eggs. Extremely weird. This is on PC only. PC, PlayStation, and Xbox One. PlayStation 4. Okay. Kind of a waste of this lizard. He passed round 1. Definitely get rid of this, and we didn't get Roach, and we actually got our gold, so. Let's see here. He passed in round 1. We took round 1. We gained a card on him in round 2, though. We got a card. We went first. We passed, and he played. We got a card in round 2. I don't know where that last card came from. Here we go. We don't.
Better off giving up now.
Not really, actually.
Let's get this over with.
Let's see if he has another dude. Pretty good place for him to play his fog if he has another one. Again, what is he doing with these? Peasants? What a weird, weak play.
Appearances can be deceiving. Let's get this over with.
Spawn a base copy
Thanks.
random gold or silver unit from your opponent's starting. Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have another thing. I guess we want to do Manticore Venom on that. Pretty good. I'm guessing if he's running this, he's not running. He's not going to be running Evaporate. Yeah, let's do it. He's not going to be running, what's it called, Scorch. If he has Scorch, the 15-point Scorch, not end of the world anyway. Just waiting for him to make actually stronger plays so we can start. We're going to be making Dwarven skirmishers. Anything for health. Wow, what a weak play. He has his drowners. He's out of fog. He's absolutely out of fog. So, yeah, big freaking whoop there. Alright, time to start playing these. That's a great target for our
Wake up, dwarves!
Agitatas.
Humans lust after our lady folk!
Definitely don't want to get any other cards to 15 in case he's running Scorch. That would be very silly. We're gonna win. Our plays are just such stronger value. There's that. Keep it going.
Our brothers in the valleys need us!
Here's this play. Absolutely freaking amazing
We'll
play.
put Mahag's boots to
4,
imperial
15, 15, 4 is 19, 22-point bronze. He's not gonna be able to keep up with us. In fact, we know he doesn't have environments. So maybe we should be splitting it up. Probably. Or hazards, I mean. Environments. 14, great. Wonderful. That was beautiful. That's alright.
I'll protect him, alright?
We're 20 points ahead. We're 26 points ahead. So he's gonna need we have 15 more. So he's gonna need 15 plus 15 plus 23 in his hand. What is this? This is the worst. Yay! You know what this did? He actually had the same amount of minions, I think, on the field as us. So that was useless. Absolutely useless.
How can I help?
See you later.
Ho ho, I sense.
Oh, okay. That's a 25-point play. That's good. He's running Siri Nova. Just a huge finisher, but we were just a little too wow. If I would have known he had Siri Nova, I actually would have been more scared that round. I wasn't really keeping track of his bronzes, but that's a card. It's just a 25-point play if you make a deck without like more than 2 copies of any card. It's basically the strongest finisher. And we're good. Getting our stuff. Alright, we'll have time for one or two more games here. I am doing my quest as we talk in 3 ranked matches. I'll kind of do that offline. It's nice I'm playing some Soitel and casual here. Again, I'm not playing ranked. You guys can definitely play. If you're just joining us, you can definitely play this deck in ranked mode. Absolutely. It's the starter brewer. If you're just starting off the game, I'm just rank 17, so I'm not going to be able to compete with this deck. You need to use better. I'll show you guys the decks that are competitive when you're rank 17, though. I've really been gaining ranks pretty quickly, so. This is not sponsored at all. You're capping me. Sorry, I read the comments before the cappers. Do I think this game will lapse into pay-to-win mode like PvZ Heroes did? It's going to be hard for it to, and I'll tell you why. You can only have 4 golds, which is the most expensive cards per deck. So again, you want to have the whole collection. You'll at least have as many golds as your opponent. And every gold, there's arguments of how it's better and how it's worse. You know, there's obviously certain ones that are better, but those are going to be you're not going to need like several copies of the new cards that come in. It's usually just going to be like a few copies per, and you're still going to have competitive. You can make arguments for any card. So on the highest level, you want a full collection, you want your cards to be shiny, then sure. It's going to be nice starting with this in our hand. Got an agitator. We're going to look for one more, a decoy would be nice. Alright. This is lock, so we got to watch out before we play. We don't want to play 2 defenders in one thing. You know, if we get decoy, if we happen to top deck it, it does unlock. Guys, oh, it's my turn. I didn't even realize. I don't want to give him 2 minions to lock, basically. So I guess we're gonna go with. Maybe I'll give him this to lock, and then I'll get my other one later. That's not a bad idea. Should I save this in case we top deck decoy exactly? Should I use a Dwarf and Agitator before I use this turn? So many decisions.
All is as it should be.
Alright.
And I'm not about to start.
I'm gonna shut this guy up. This does mess up our skirmishers if he's running a lot of armor. He's not going to do a lot of damage to us. I could go with this already. Why not? What's going on, Vengeful Swan? How ya doing? If this unit has armor on turn end, boost adjacent allies. So this is a really good one to skirmish. Amazing one. Don't want him boosting over time. So it only does 1 damage, but he's not going to get any more value out of this, which is amazing. Good play. This removes the armor of this one and then gets buffed by that. Then this gets buffed, so making some value plays. Could go with Manticore right now. Could pass now too. I'd love if he locked this down, but he's not going to do it. I could go for a strong play right now. Why the heck not?
We'll pay men back for their persecution.
Still very, very strong play. 13, 16-point play. Amazing. 16-point bronzes, you guys. Freaking amazing. How do you change the name color? I have no idea. Potion Man. He just went, this is crew? He just went without crew or without anything. What are you doing, man? I might actually use this to buff this now. Just battering ram from hell. It's so good. I buffed the Dwarven Agitator though, or else he would have gotten a double shot. This one, it does 3 damage to destroy something. This had 3 health. It does it again. What a value play. I think buffing this is right. We'll play this game for a little bit. Why the heck not? This is probably gonna be my opener on round 2. We're ahead by 12 now. If he makes an 11-point play,
Stand before royal
what do you got?
majesty.
What the heck is this? Good play. And give it 5 armor, 3 armor. Cut up a little bit. This is a good time to Venom. I'm probably not going to get a better Venom. So let's get the full value Venom there. Now let's see what he's got. Making a lot of really strong plays. You know, our resilient guy becomes a lot worse as time goes by. I don't think he's going to be able to pull a 19 right now, though. I could start with Geralt. Maybe we'll see if we can get an agitator.
We'll pay men
Yes.
back for their persecution.
Huge play.
We're the best regiment in the whole plowing
So
north.
again, 6 and 12, 20. He might not be able to... he needs a 12 right now. Yes, he's locking! Yes! Yes! It makes us so much better. Do we give it to him now? He's only up by 2. Or do we make him try to extend more? If I could, again, this is going to be a 19-point play, which means if he doesn't have a 17, he's going to have to spend a whole nother card. This is always going to be our first play. I know this is always better before, but the main thing is to get this on 2 rounds. I'm going to go for it. Let's see if he has, again, he might pass here. In which case, we'll just open pass next turn. He did make a play. What is he doing? Abso-freaking-lutely. That was the same as him really passing, actually. He's for sure going to pass now. Alright, we're good. It's going to be open pass, and we have one more agitator in our deck. We'll hopefully get it here. It's nice to have your guy in the field, but anyway. Oh, we got you. Is this good to have? This is useless. Wow. So I believe we play this, and then we open pass, and then we'll get the double value next turn. This and pass, and we'll get 8 for next turn. Yep.
And he is one a good look at my axe.
My current rank is 17. The highest rank is 21. To put in perspective, I played for less than a month, but I got up to. I don't know when the next season is, but I'll probably be up there. What do you got? Reset a unit. What are you doing? Pass. This was the worst play I've ever seen. It was a 3-point play. There goes his card advantage. There goes his card advantage out the window. Now we're going to have 8, besides for everything else that's happening here. First thing I'm actually going to do is buff this card. That was a horrible play. We're equal in cards now. It's 5 against 5, and we have a resilient card in the field. We're definitely going to get rid of this. Please don't give me... Oh, God, decoy. Decoy, if we get it, we're gonna need a, okay, we can use this to get a Dwarf and Agitator and then decoy. So we're fine.
7 limbs, blood, and guts.
Going for his wombo combo. First thing I'm gonna do is buff this up. Again, this gets buffed every single time. So we're gonna use this, get a Dwarf and Agitator. We're actually gonna get a lot of minions this turn. No problemo. Igni, yeah. Well, I don't play around Igni on this level of the game. Should we start playing around? I guess I'll play around Igni now. Yeah, why not? I'll play around Igni this time. So this happens now. We have one more agitator in our deck, which is a really good one to decoy. as well. It's going to buff this every single time. Oh, look, that happened. Oh, look, this happened. We want to buff up this one since we're going to replay the Agitator anyway. Very nice. This played 3 cards, so this got buffed by 3. On top of everything. On top of this being a 15-point bronze play. What is this? Play 2 random cards from your deck. Spying. Very nice. No one cares. We don't really have a way to get rid of this. So this was... I'm actually going to go for my big dwarf now. Do we do it? This is going to get big enough by the end. Yeah, let's go for the big dwarf. Because we did play, the last card was the Malcolm Guard, so we want to get the maximum value from this. Again, if he has a Scorch, it'll be a 22-point Scorch. Yes! We were gonna have another Dwarven Agitator too with the decoy. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You just see, this is such a basic deck. I added 4 cards on top of the starting deck to this deck, and you see it's winning. I mean, we're in. Actually, I got some. I'm gonna open up a pack. I'll open up a pack at the end here. Actually, I have to stop right now. Actually, I have to stop the stream. That was just a great place to end it anyway. I'll go open up a pack. We did one of our. I don't even know what we did too. Oh yeah, we won 6 rounds. So you win 6 rounds, you get like a whole pack after winning 6 rounds. Run just a few games, have 140. You just see how powerful this deck is. Your bronze plays are in between 13. Sometimes they're all 14s, and some you have a few plays that are just like 20 more point plays for bronze. And I added 4 cards. I added decoy and 3 Dwarven Agitators into this deck, which is not. You can build that with your right when you start the game. So anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just going to go to the shop, open up a card keg that we earned today. And it's 8 o'clock, so I got to go. Stream this game every day from 6 to 8 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, I guess. And we'll see what we get.
Goodest cards you get. Human deserve it.
Hey, Shoop. You watched the tutorial? Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Super happy. Sometimes you can pull expensive cards in these. I already have 4 copies of all these cards. These are good cards, but... And... I might want to make a full moon deck. This isn't such a bad... It's not a bad card. I'm gonna maybe go for... I'm definitely not gonna get the Ale, even though this is a alchemy card, so alchemy decks, whatever. I'm deciding between these two. I kind of want to try a full moon deck sometime. I don't think it's really going to be top tier. This is probably better, the Smuggler. I do have 1 copy of this already, so... I'll go with the Werewolf just because the Smuggler's probably better, but I feel like doing full moon decks at some point just to try them out. And who knows, maybe someday they'll be top tier. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy. That is, you can go take this deck again into ranked mode right when you start the game, and you will absolutely dominate. You'll get used to how to play, when to play your resilient cards. You very often want to play resilient cards and then pass right away so they don't have a chance to remove them off the field, and then you'll get more value the next turn. And just play your dwarves. They synergize so well with each other and just outvalue them completely. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace. This is Fry.